What's going on, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez. It's time to review Scream Season 2, Episode 3, titled Vacancy. Spoiler review, make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. I have been busy with E3 all weekend. It's time to get back to the TV shows. Real quick, if you're new to my channel, I review shows such as Preacher, Feed the Beast, Scream, Wayward Pines, Aquarius tonight, Season 2 Aquarius. Mr. Robot is coming along next month. Halt and Catch Fire, The Strain Season 3, a bunch of new TV shows. I mean, just Tyrant Season 3, a lot of shows coming along that I will be reviewing for this summer, so make sure to check out all my other movie reviews, or TV show reviews and movie reviews. Warcraft review coming later today, tomorrow Now You See Me Too, so just a bunch of new stuff going on, man. So thanks again for joining me. This episode alone, one of the best Scream TV series kills I have ever seen. Let's get on to it. Vacancy. Emma's with her dad. She's having breakfast. She's meeting up with him. Kind of want to question what has been going on. Why wasn't her dad around when all this killing was going on? A little mysterious. She ends up leaving because he finds out, like, Mom told you to stay away? Is that what happened? And he's kind of like, it's complicated. She walks out, man. She storms out of the restaurant. And basically, she's mad at her mom and she's mad at her dad, so both mad at both. But I think she's more furious at her mom, but then again, kind of that lit fire for her dad from not being there, and then the mom pushing the dad away. You know, you need parents when your friends are dying. You need comfort and all that, and she really didn't get much of that comfort. So anyway, Jake's body is gone. Audrey and Noah actually go to the storage facility. Noah's ready. He's like, all right, let's see what's gonna be revealed. And I knew it. The music was going like, dun, 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 dun. Like the music was going very high. And yep, Jake's body's gone. Don't know where it's at. Man, poor soul. His body's just going bay to bay to bay. I don't know where it's going. You don't know where it's going to stop. Either way, he finds a camera. He ends up grabbing that camera. And Audrey's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, because she knows something could be on that camera from her past or her, somehow she's connected to the killer one way or another. She knows the killer, at least from my knowledge. So that happens, man. There's no media detected. He's actually checking on his computer, and Audrey was about to hit him with this like cement statue of a dragon. And I don't know what she would have done with Noah, whether she would have killed him, whether she would have just knocked him out and then like took the USB, and then he wakes up and he's like, oh, did you hit me with something? Oh, it fell, or I don't know, use some excuse. Maybe she would have done that. I don't know. It fell. I don't know. I hit you by accident. I was like, oh, and I don't know. It would suck if like she hits him like very lightly and he starts bleeding from the head and he's dead. That'd be sucky. Either way, no media is detected there. Eli and Emma talk. I enjoy this scene a little bit because Eli's not weird. He's like, in this episode, he wasn't that weird than he was last week when he was talking to Kieran's aunt and everything, and he was like, well, we're gonna stay here, aren't we? And like, very cliched villain looking out the window, looking at Emma and Kieran leave, like, she knows. I have something up my sleeve. Maybe a knife, perhaps. But, he wasn't very cliched this episode. And I love what Emma was like, why were you weird when you first met me? And he basically said, well, it's better than me saying, hi, I'm Eli. Hi, I'm Emma. He did have a point, really, because it's just, hi. You gotta start a conversation by something weird or something funny or just something different, you know what I mean? So that was a pretty good choice for Eli there. Branson calls Brooke. The return of Mr. Branson. Branson Manson. Anyway, Branson calls Brooke. He obviously gets blocked again. And the motel guy is killed. The motel guy that actually was going to help Noah out last week. He goes into this room. He has like red champagne or red wine, whatever. Red wine. And anyway, he walks in and everything. He puts the wine down. And all of a sudden, the ghost man, whatever you want to call him, the killer is right behind him, slams the wine into his face. He's just covered in wine and he's bleeding already from the bottle. He falls to the ground. The killer gets a corkscrew and just I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times in the back, and then one to the throat, and he's just gargling on his blood until his final breath. That was one of the most intense kills I've ever seen for the show. I mean, that was pretty damn brutal. I was like, holy hell, because I didn't expect it to be that seriously brutal. Because, yeah, there were brutal kills in Season 1, but this one was just with a corkscrew. Imagine getting stabbed with a corkscrew 6 or 7 times. Eek. Gee, and then right to the throat. That's a painful way to die. And you die in a motel room, alone, a virgin. Anyway, so that ended up happening there. Man, Emma's dad is not well with with Emma's mom. They're kind of obviously not mixing well together. She don't like him. He wants to help out a little bit, but then again, he's like, I'm sorry, but she's pushing him away. Branson is at the theater, and Brooke and Co. end up, I think Audrey's there, or not Audrey, like Noah, Stavo. I think Audrey's there. Like, they're there, and Branson is at the theater. It's Killer Clowns from Space, and they're, like, at the theater, and Branson's like, Brooke goes up to him, and Branson is like, hey, Brooke, I didn't follow you, I promise you, I'm here to see a movie. And all that stuff, and Stavo ends up kissing Brooke, making it look like they're boyfriend and girlfriend, and that gets Branson jealous, and it's like, I was always good to you, Brooke. You didn't even like my flowers that were on your car. That's the link there, my good friends. Of course, we know Jake didn't put those roses there, but it was from Branson. And I don't know, that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. I think Branson and Brooke should get together. That's just me only, but whatever. So Brooke and Co. leave. Emma is in the motel room. Audrey calls her to warn her, but she ends up ignoring it because throughout the whole episode, Audrey and Emma kind of are a little bit off friends. They're not besties right now at the moment, so that happens. Emma's dad is fighting outside, which Emma almost walked through the door where the killer was. I don't know whether he would have stabbed her, whether he would have scared her, whether he would have hit her. I'm assuming she would have escaped somehow. But luckily, she walked out of the motel room. She heard all that noise. It's hard to hear from a motel room. And, from the other side, outside, next lot, a fight. But whatever, she heard it. And who do you know? It's her dad. Her dad's fighting, all that stuff. The police arrived because Audrey called the police for the motel. But then she said, I called it for the fight. I was scared. Audrey's dad, or Emma's dad, most likely ended up getting arrested or placed in jail for a night, something like that. So Audrey has blood on her hands when she's in her car because the corkscrew is under her seat, which basically shows you that the killer went to her car and put the corkscrew in and all that stuff. And stuff like that. So she has more blood on her hands. So she has Jake's blood on her hands and she has this on her hands. It's not going to be looking good for Audrey. What did I think about this episode overall, guys? First off, the pros. Having Branson back. Having Branson was just pretty awesome. I mean, Manson, always great to have Manson back. Of course, I said Branson. Really awesome, really awesome. I'm glad because him and Brooke always have these weird, awkward scenes, but yet they're a very cute couple, actually. I mean, I think so. Brooke actually stood up. I like how Stavo kissed her and everything to make it jealous, and it worked out. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Stavo. I'll get to my cons on that, but for this part, when he kissed her, I was like, all right, it'll work to get Branson pissed off. Audrey acting paranoid. I mean, she's been acting paranoid basically the whole season so far, the past 3 weeks. And she's just awesome. I like her character. I like the story they're kind of giving her, where she's going to go down in the future of the episodes. So it's pretty damn interesting what they're doing with her. The ending of the episode with the corkscrew and the bloodiness in the car, I thought that was awesome. She was looking at the blood and who now? Who's dead now? What is the blood of Noah Foster? I don't know. She's just looking at it, man. She's kind of freaked out. The motel room, the kill, beautiful, very beautiful filming. The practical effects of the blood gushing out and it was a pool of blood. It was pretty damn awesome. That's actually replay value right there on how he did it because it's pretty intense. Eli, not that weird. That's a good thing. Eli wasn't actually that cliched sort of guy because all the time when there's guys or girls that come to the show and they act very weird, they act very stalkerish and weird, they turn out to be psychopaths. But actually this episode, last week, it convinced me that Eli's a psychopath. I still think he's a psychopath. I still think he has a screw loose. But this episode, at least, he convinced me that he's a good guy for now. We know he's a bad guy. The only cons I have to say about this episode per se is it was slow. The first half definitely took a long time to actually get the blood going until maybe the motel guy got killed. Maybe 30 minutes in is where it actually got interesting. It actually kind of sparked my interest more and more, as well as still no reveal of the Jake. I'm waiting for the reveal. Like, I never knew when Jake died in episode 1 that the whole season was going to consist of Jake's death. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you just reveal that Jake's dead instead of like week after week after week after week? Just show us that. I mean, you only have, 10 episodes? You're already, 10, 9, 8, like, 7 episodes left? And you still haven't revealed that Jake's dead, you know? And I understand for purposes and story, but, don't you think it's time to kill? I mean, to show the reveal of Jake's death? I mean, again, I never knew it was consist of, like, the season 2 story arc. Jake dies, and blah, 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 blah. It continues on for the next episodes. Just reveal it, put it in Emma's house or something. That'd be pretty funny. Like, Emma, I don't know, put her in her room and on the bed, Jake's dead and everything. They could do that. But, Stavo still creeping around because Brooke was, like, doing this beauty pageant or something at the school, and Stavo was just sitting there. He's sitting in the auditorium, in the seat, and he's like, I just don't like Stavo. Like, I enjoyed Stavo kissing Brooke and everything, like, that whole, like, he's covering for that to make Branson pissed. I understand that. That's a cool Stavo. But Stavo just always, like, so your boyfriend's still missing? And, like, stuff like that. I just don't, like that. I'm just, like, again, girls will be like, oh, my God, look at Stavo. I'm just there sitting there, like, okay. Yeah, you think you're cool. Yeah, oh, look at you. Ooh, you're doing that. You're talking with your head up. You ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Not to the actor, I'm just talking to the character, Stavo himself. Jesus, the guy acts like he has so much confidence and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, that's just sort of like, I don't care for that. But overall, I'm going to end up giving the Scream episode, Season 2, Episode 3, Vacancy, a B+. I thought it was a really good episode, man. It wasn't a great episode. Definitely the first half had all the Emma stuff, like Emma with her dad, Emma and the mom getting angry, or the dad, and all that was just slow. And yes, Emma, but Emma used to be my favorite character. Well, at least one of my favorite characters. She's still a good character. She is. She's beautiful. But she's not, like, number one anymore. I care for Brooke. I care for Noah. I care for Audrey. I care for these characters too, not just so much Emma. So, I know Emma's the main character of the show with her mom problems and her dad problems, yes, but I want to see more Noah in the morgue. I want to see more Kieran. I want to see more of that. I want to see more stories than just Emma and her parent problems. So anyway, B+, guys, thanks so much. Do you think they should reveal Jake's death already? Audrey knows, but do you think they should, is it time, next week, do you think they should reveal Jake's death to people? I think it's time. That's my personal opinion. Thanks again. Make sure to, if you really enjoyed the review, you guys could subscribe. That'd be really awesome. Feel free, please. Make sure to like, comment, and share with your friends. And I'll be seeing you next week for more Scream. Thank you. Make sure, comment down below. That's the question, basically. Is it time to reveal Jake's death, or do you think they should hold off to it, maybe till the finale, maybe to the episode before the finale? What do you think is going to go on? Until next time, bye-bye.